Hello ladies and gentlemen, Sigvaldo here and welcome to another video. Today we will discuss about the new bonuses on the artifacts. We'll discuss the general idea of building artifacts. It's too early to point at some certain builds for some certain artifacts, but I'll try to help you out to get a general idea to get the right rolls on your artifacts, and after that we'll look at some artifact chest openings. And we've got over here a wonderful list of artifacts bonuses provided by Apocalypse Kingdom Discord servers, so definitely credits to them, go check them out. And in this list we'll have all the bonuses that can be acquired on each artifact. Those are going to be resistances, attack, increased dot damage, power generation, lethal attack damage, health, special 1 damage, special 2 damage, and special 3 damage. And of course those are going to have 3 values: common, rare, and epic, and each value will give you each rarity will give you increased values, of course. And let's talk about each one of them and break them down. Let's start off with resistance. First of all, you might be like, why would you put resistance on artifacts? Then you might be like, well, you might get some very strong tanks. It might be an advantage that you don't have to put the resistances on the talents. But here's the thing, if you want to build a tank, there are only 2 stats that you can put on the talents: resistances and then defense. Because the other tanky stat, let's say, that you could put on the talents would be health. But health gives a crap value because it's going to be calculated out of your base health and not your total health. So you can't have health on the talents, so you don't need to have resistance on the artifact, because you're going to have anyway as a best in slot thing resistances on talents. But if you get it epic, it's going to be 75%. So this opens a few doorways. First of all, this will make any character that has 0 resistances instantly a tank capable of maybe tanking phase 3 or something. Or characters that need to be specifically built to tank phase 3 or certain fights in soul raids, not so much in soul raids because they got a lot of health, but characters that might need to be specifically built for something now can be built all around it and then have an artifact specifically for that thing that has an epic resistance. So that's where this talent will shine. Maybe we'll even see this on some specific damage dealer things. Like, for example, it might be, let's say, it's just an example. Don't go out of your way and put yourself resistances on the firebox. But it might be in the future a build where you got a firebox that has 2 offensive stats and 1 resistance stat, and you're only going to use that artifact when you're going to fight let's say Lord Joker, Emerald Green Lantern, and even maybe last have the Joker, and that's going to be for you to keep your damage dealer for a longer time in the fight and not rely on tagging combos and infinite combos. So that's an interesting prospect to look at. Next up is going to be the attack. This one is going to be a pretty straightforward one. You're going to receive a certain amount of attacks values. First of all, this is going to be more or less useless on the Apocalypse artifacts, because Apocalypse artifacts are going to, first of all, not be damage-oriented artifacts for any place other than the soul raids, and in soul raids they are already going to give you such huge attack values that even if you get 3 epics of attack, it's not going to matter that much, and you would most likely benefit from some other specific bonus. But where do we put this attack? Well, we put it on the normal artifacts. We put it on the artifacts that we use in terms of normal rates. The artifact that we use in terms of normal is for damage. That being All Blades, that being Claws of Horse. And this is going to be a pretty damn huge value. Like 570 is going to be like a little bit more than 2 high rolls, or how they say them, rare rolls these days. Is going to be a little more than 2 rare rolls on level 70 gears. So that's going to be a pretty hefty amount. And this is most likely going to be the go-to thing to put on the All Blades to get some all-rounded All Blades. Like, we have over here a plethora of bonuses that we'll talk about later. Some characters will heavily benefit more from others, but if you want to have an all-rounded All Blades and an all-rounded, let's say, Claws of Force, an all-rounded artifact that will deal damage, and you put some bonuses on it, and you know for a fact that if you put it on any character in the game, that character will benefit from damage, that will be the go-to for attack. And we'll get back to attack when we talk about some teams that might benefit from this other than the other ones. Next time is going to be increased dot damage. The League of Anarchy is going to love this. This is going to be a thing that is going to be very good on the All Blades, maybe, when using League of Anarchy. Yet again, it's just an assumption. I haven't gone out of my way and to put this and tried it. It's just an assumption, but this might be the go-to when you're going to use the All Blades for the League of Anarchy normal rates, because of the fact that 45% damage, increased dot damage, is going to be a huge amount, and it's going to be far more than that 570 attack is going to ever be able to provide you. Because of the fact that the All Blade is going to also already provide you a huge amount of attack. Like with 4 stacks of the All Blade, it's going to provide around, for the average character, let's say 11 or 12k attack. And the 1.5k additional attack is not going to make a huge difference, but an additional 45% power bonus dot damage is going to make a huge difference. It's going to be overkill. We're going to need tier 9 and tier 10 raids, I'm telling you, after this one. So this will specifically benefit the only 2 characters that come to mind right now. Actually 3 are the League of Anarchy characters. Last of the Joker, Entangling Poison Ivy, and Heartbreak Harley Quinn. All of them running the All Blades with 3 dot bonuses. At the same time, we do not know yet if those specific bonuses do stack endlessly, or if they do indeed have a cap where they stack at. So let's say you can only have dot damage increased only by 90%, and the third one is worthless, though I don't think they would put it without mentioning it. Now let's get to the next one. This one is, in my opinion, is the most useless one. I think I had a rare one when I first saw my All Blades. It's going to be additional power generation. And it's going to be pretty much what it says. You're going to generate power faster, but I don't really see any character that would benefit from it. Like in normal rates, you are going to tag in and out because that's how the gameplay goes. And you're going to benefit much more from other bonuses that you might have on this. I don't know, maybe equip this on a combo builder. Maybe equip this on an artifact is going to be put on a combo builder. So when you tag your combo builder in to build your combo, he's going to generate far more power. That's something. That's actually the only one on this list that will directly benefit your damage dealer by being on the combo builder. So that might be the way to go. Actually, I might have underestimated this, but this is definitely not going to be something you put on an offensive artifact. This might be something you put on a defensive artifact that you put on a combo builder, and it will help you to generate a lot more power while your combo builder is going to be in the fight. Next up, we got lethal attack damage. And I honestly don't really know what to do with this and what to make of this, because lethal attack is not a stat that is really viable in the game, or it wasn't. Maybe it is now. Like, the only reason why lethal is not viable is because its stacking was crap. Having lethal attack chance would have given you far less value than having attack instead of it. But on the other hand, we have the Batman Ninja team, who are dealing huge amounts of damage because they also have something called lethal attack damage. And if you can get lethal attack damage on your artifacts, though if it has the same cap as the critical attack damage being 300% and the base being 150%, then it's not going to reach the maximum amount. But still, it's going to be a pretty decent amount, and I'm really wondering if maybe we'll switch some of our characters to lethal builds, having artifacts on them with 3 lethal attack damages. Though this will come much later, because I doubt that people are very willing to risk their precious reforges to try this out, and then you'd have to also swap the build of the character to put lethal attack chance. This will need some sacrifices to be found out, and I can't wait for it, but we might have to wait a long time for it. Yet again, this should have the same effect more or less in terms of rates and both soul rates, but one character that might benefit a lot from this will be Black Manta, because Black Manta is going to have lethal attack chance from Brainiac already. He's going to have that by default. And you might have on Black Manta right now either a Firebox if you're using him in soul rates, or a Class of Horus if you're using him in normal rates, rocking 3 epic lethal attack damages. And yeah, that's in the far future, because that will take quite a lot of reforges, but it's a thing that's scary to think about. Like, Black Manta already deals a huge amount of damage. Think about Black Manta, fully geared up, level 7 gears, perfect build, with a level 10 Firebox and 4 lethal attack damage talents. That's going to be insane amounts of damage. Maybe. We don't know yet, unfortunately. Next up, health. Well, on one hand, this looks very useless, and at the same time it's very useless, because you might put this on tanks to survive more in arena, but you don't really care about arena and champions arena anyway. In soul rates you don't really need this, because your apocalypse artifacts are already going to give you a huge amount of health, and compared to the amount of health that the apocalypse artifacts are going to give you, this amount of health is going to be nothing. So this falls short in terms of soul rates. Might have some use in arena and champions arena, but I couldn't really care less, because those are not particular game modes that are very hard. But something that this might do, something that this thing might do is enable every single character in the game to hit Horrific Scarecrow. Because the problem with most characters about hitting Horrific Scarecrow does not do a lot of damage to you if played properly. If you play Horrific Scarecrow properly and you learn your combo interruptions and you play it perfectly, it might actually deal next to no damage for you. But the problem is you can't prevent him from doing the super move. And the problem of a lot of characters, and that's why they are unable to hit there, is the fact that they will die to super move. They will simply die super move, and you have the option of using the regeneration matrix to prevent the death, but at the same time you are going to waste a lot of damage that way. So it's either going to be new characters hitting Horrific Scarecrow either with something like Claws of Horus that has 3 or 2 health epics, so that helps them survive through the super move, or it's going to be a regeneration matrix that has 3 attack or whatever offensive stat that character needs to help them deal more damage, and having the survivability part from the base stats of the artifact. That's going to be something very cool to look at. I've seen someone use, I think, Silver Banshee lately in the Horrific Scarecrow, and you can use Silver Banshee in tier 6 Horrific Scarecrow. She will survive the super move, because she's got maximum base defense. But our problem is in tier 8, she will not. Tier 7, I'm not sure yet. But yeah, can't wait to see more characters hitting Horrific Scarecrow. And the last one is going to be Special 1, Special 2 and Special 3. Those are going to grant increased damage for Special 1, Special 2 and Special 3 obviously, the epic one being all the way to 60% per bonus. And the thing is, the Special 1 and Special 2, I don't think they are going to be stuff that a lot of the characters will benefit from. The Special 1 will be great for something. That will be the Batman Ninja team. The Batman Ninja team, if you play it with double damage dealing, with Batman Ninja Catwoman and Batman Ninja Gorilla Grodd, you're going to play it tagging in and out each one of them, both of them rocking the old blades, and both of them using the Special 1, because they work well. Catwoman's Special 1 is cheap and blinds the opponent, and it has a quick animation. Batman Ninja Gorilla Grodd is going to deal increased damage to to blinded opponents. So imagine a Batman Ninja Catwoman and a Batman Ninja Gorilla Grodd both rocking level 10 the old blades, with all of them having 3 epic Special 1s. That's going to deal huge amounts of damage. The Special 2, I might not really look at this enough, but I don't really see any of the meta characters or the very good characters that will benefit a lot from this. Or even if they benefit from this, they seem to be benefiting more from other bonuses. But yeah, I don't really see a use so far for the Special 2 increase and the Special 3 increase. Hello Silver Banshee. Hello Multiverse Armor Supergirl. Hello Black Adam. Hello Batman. Or any character for that matter that has the gameplay based around tagging in, doing a Special 3 and tagging out. This is going to be the go-to for a lot of characters, and this will also benefit a lot the characters that also use Special 2 during their combos. And this one might actually be the go-to for soul raids for Kilmflance Aquaman, because in terms of soul raids you're already going to have a huge amount of attack, and 570 is not going to make a huge difference, especially if you have a very high level Apocalypse artifacts. So it might get to the point where you will deal, it most likely for sure will get to the point where you'll deal a huge amounts of damage with your Special 3 only by having that bonus over there. And that is yet another safe one. Like, if you want to start up building one of your artifacts and you got a few Reforges, if you want to go safe, first of all, go for the offensive artifacts first, because that's how you do it with the Old Blades as well. First of all, the damage matters, then we care about who survives and who does not. So go for your damage dealing artifacts, Firebox or the Old Blades. I would suggest Firebox, because soul raids are a little bit more reliant on your own performance. So I would suggest Firebox. And when it comes to Firebox, if you're looking for an artifact that's going to be good all-rounded and you can use on every single thing that you're going to use and every single character, you're going to either go with attack or Special 3 damage. Special 3 damage will not benefit all the characters. Special 3 damage will not benefit a lot of the characters that are meta actually, but it will have the second highest coverage in terms of damage as far as I'm aware and as far as I can tell. And the attack is going to perform amazing for every single character in the game. Like, you can't go wrong with that. It's not going to be most likely the most optimal for a lot of characters. Maybe it's not going to be the most optimal for any single character, but it's going to be by far the stat that's going to benefit every single character that is going to be suited towards dealing damage. So you either go with a Special 3 or you either go with attack. And for example, the attack, I think if we don't get some crazy build with lethal attack damage, the attack will be the go-to for the Justice League team. because they don't really do special trees, except for Superman. Superman does a special tree, and I'm not sure if he would benefit more from the special tree thingy or from the attack, but it remains to be seen. But yeah, those were my predicaments on those few things. Yet again, thanks to Apocalypse Kingdom for providing this list. And with all that being said, let's take a look at the chest openings and wrap it up for this video. So this one will be from Havix. Links to his channel will be in the description in the pinned comment. Make sure to go check him out, show him some love, and he's got plenty of cool raids and soul raids gameplay. And this is an unlucky one. Like, you got some meatballs, but not a huge amount. I'd call this a fail, unfortunately. Let's go to the next one. Hopefully some reforges this time. Yes, you got quite a few reforges. I would say this specific one is going to be a good open. You got some good amount of meatballs over there. I'm not sure if the both of them combined were good or not, but that last one was a good one indeed. Opening quite a few of those single ones. Yeah, that's crap. That's terrible. I'm sorry for that one. Oh, good amount of meatballs there. I'll take that. I'll take that. Definitely good. Yeah, yet again, the materials for artifacts, regardless of the amount, are going to be more or less a waste because you eventually get them from normal raids, so you don't really need to spend gems on them. They can speed up the process, but for the most part they are not really worth the gems, especially in such low amounts. Some meatballs over here, would call it a pretty decent one, and now let's reroll some, because this man is going to reroll. Okay, some power generation over there, a rare one. Not sure it's going to go well on the All Blades. Oh, dot damage, lethal attack damage over there. Converting into the dot damage, yes, select new over there. This is going to do well for your League of Anarchy team. Okay, resistances, yeah, that's not going to cut it. Lethal attack damage, 40%. Damn, this might be pretty good for Black Manta as well at this point. So yeah, he left it there because he could not decide between the rare lethal and the two common ones. This one got 2 of attack. Bro, if you got that by default, it's going to be decently lucky, I guess. This one's got some resistances, damage on special 2 and health. Like, the health is going to be good for Scarecrow, but not needed if you use Black Manta. A rare health, not a good one on an offensive artifact. Dot damage, I think I could have taken that. Like, you don't really need the health, and though you don't do the dot damage with Black Manta anyway, except for Arena and CA, and don't really need that. This one, yeah, he's going back to this one. I don't know what I would do if I was in this position. More lethal attack damage. This is one for lethal attack damage. Unfortunately, Black Manta does not use the All Blades. That's the biggest unfortunate factor about this one. And yet again, it's not even confirmed that he's going to be the best with that lethal attack damage bonus. But yeah, that lethal attack damage bonus is going to go to waste on characters that don't have lethal attack damage. So at the same time, I'm not sure how good it would be. Yeah, select the new one. Nah, this one is crap. Lethal damage, so nope, not really. Oh yeah, Black Manta does use the All Blades indeed in phase 4, I forgot about that. And in other places, but mainly in phase 4, he uses the All Blades, so that might be pretty good for him. Getting back to this one. This is like a real weird mix to get into. More lethal attack damage. I would take it at this point. Like, I would take it. I would just call it, okay, we got the All Blades that we're going to use on Black Manta. This one's got damage on special 1. That's not going to cut it. And dot damage, that additional dot damage is going to be pretty decent. We might get to the point where we upgrade artifacts just because we got randomly good bonuses on them. That power generation is crap. Bro, like, if they got the same chances as refreshing talents, then that's not okay. That's going to take too long to go through them. Lethal attack damage turning into attack? I don't know, man. Honestly, I don't know if I would take it. You took it. Okay. Okay. This turning into something for the League of Anarchy specifically. You kept that. So yeah, this man is going to use that tab on Heartbreak, Harlequin, or Last of the Joker. This one got full attack. That's crap. Bro, like, if they got the same chances between commons and rares and epics with the goddamn talents, then that's not going to be good. That's not going to be good at all. Oh, damage on special 3, 30%. I'd take it, honestly. I would, though, yeah, I would take this. I would definitely take this. Like, it's not going to benefit every character, but it's going to be pretty good in the in some certain teams. And this opening is going to be from AK Just Evil. Check his channel out, links in the description and the pinned comment. This one was an unfortunate one, sadly. He's going to go for another one. And yeah, yet again, if you want to be featured in something like this, submit your chests in the Discord server of my own, and then I'll put them at the end of a video, and I'll give you credits in the description and the pinned comment. And yeah, not a good one. And over here at the end we are left with some hand cam action over here. And thank you all for watching. Like, comment, subscribe if you enjoyed the video. Dislike it if you dislike it. Maybe hit that bell button to get notified for every single upload. And yeah, I really appreciate you guys. I really appreciate you watching my videos. This was a pretty good amount of meatballs, to be honest. I'd take that. Though some reforges would be better. And the last one, and this was it for this. Goodbye, guys. I'll see you all in the next one, hopefully.